Hello students, now today we are going to start the topic that is a Kirchhoff law. In this Kirchhoff law, this law can be used to solve a many circuits because they do not depend on the series and the parallel combination. Okay, when you are using this particular Kirchhoff law, it is very much useful for unbalancing the circuit, for balancing that circuit and solve the various problems in related to the Kirchhoff law. When you are using this particular, the circuit have a two voltage applied to the different branches or an unbalanced bridge circuit with the Kirchhoff law. The first law which you have to study, that is a KCL, and the second law which you have to study, that is a KVL. Okay, so these are the two laws which you have to study in detail. Okay, very first we are going to start the KCL and second we will start the KVL. So in this particular KCL, you have the full form of that particular KCL. It is a Kirchhoff current law. Kirchhoff current law. Okay students, so when this Kirchhoff current law, maximum the current related value has to be get occurred in this KCL. You have this one dot. This dot in this law, it is considered as a node. It is considered as a node. Okay, this point is considered as a node. In our various books, the different name of the point has been given, but in our electrical, you have the name that is a node. Okay, suppose you have this point and this arrow looking like this. Okay, here there is a point. Consider this current, this value of the current, this value of the current, and this value of the current. We have given the name I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. So in a one particular node, there are the different current coming towards the node and going outside the node. From this, you are able to identify the definition. Okay, what will be the definition? The total current flowing towards a node. The total current flowing towards the node. Okay, that node, the junction of two or more branches. This node here, it is nothing but it is a junction of two or more branches. Two or more branches. Okay, then it is equal to the total current flowing away from the node is equal to the current flowing away from the node. Okay students, the definition of this particular KCL, the total current flowing towards the node, either two or more branches, is equal to the total current flowing away from the node. The incoming value and the outgoing value you have to consider. What is the incoming value and what is the outgoing value? It has been explained in this particular diagram. Okay. Now you consider the incoming value towards the node and you consider the outgoing value from the node. When anything is entering, means it is get situated. Okay, means here when this current is going towards the node, means you are getting the value that is a plus I1. Here the I2 means it is leaving from the node and that's why you are getting the value minus I2. If it is entering towards the node, I3 means a plus I3. If it is entering, then it is plus I4. Again it is leaving, that is minus I5. The simple junction, as you The example which I will give you, that is a train junction. Whenever the junction is there, some train is coming in the junction, means it is get added, and if it is leaving from the junction, means it will get minus. Okay, but the junction remains as it is. Now you have to arrange this I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5 in such a way that it satisfies this value. Okay, it satisfies this particular definition. So you arrange it: I1 minus I2 plus I3 plus I4 minus I5, that is equal to 0. What we have to do, we have to take this value and this value outside, so that it will be get added and it will satisfy this one. The incoming current is equal to the outgoing current. Okay, so here I1 plus I3 plus I4 minus I2 minus I5 is equal to 0. Therefore, I1 plus I3 plus I4 is equal to I2 plus I5. So in this way, you may say that the incoming current is equal to the outgoing current that is away from the node. Okay. You have that particular sign convention, as I told you this one. This is the particular sign convention which has to be get considered whenever this type of the problems come into your examination. The simple problems is going to be asked in your examination. So when that particular value, suppose it is having any value, okay, that value, consider this one as a 4I1, 5I2, 2I1, 6I4 and 2I5. Then if you put that particular value in this format, you will getting the answer, that is equal. Okay, this give you the KCL. Okay. Now the next topic, that is second number, that is a KVL. It is a Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, it is again very much simple topic and a small topic related to this particular electrical form. The definition for this, it is nothing but the algebraic sum of the voltage around any closed loop is 0. Okay, the algebraic sum, whatever may be the algebraic sum, we are going to find out the sum of the voltage around any closed loop, it is 0. Now the loop which you have to consider any one loop. This is the loop, okay, where each and every point is get combined. This is the total complete loop. Okay students, now in this particular complete loop, here one resistive value is present, one voltage value is present, like this. Suppose here there is a resistance we have drawn like this, here the voltage we have drawn like this. So in this particular closed loop, you have to consider the voltage value and the resistance value. From that particular resistance, how much the current is going to be flow and how much the voltage is going to be drop across that particular resistor, we have to see. Now consider the circuit. Suppose this is the 2 resistor with a voltage value like this. Again one resistor has been included, and here also one resistor is there, here also one resistor is there, and in between there is a resistor you have to consider. So from this circuit you are going to identify that there are 2 loops. In these 2 loops we have to mark the sign. Okay, for you just to keep this circuit in your mind. So you have the positive and the negative value. Consider this resistance R1, resistors R2, R3, R4, R5 and R6. I have drawn myself and I have considered the value of this resistance. Okay. So when this voltage has been given to you, only just you have to keep that particular positive and negative value. Where is the flow of the current? Okay. So where the flow of the current, first you have to mark from the positive the value, from negative to positive, the higher potential the value, the current will going to be get flow. So just you mark here the current I, the current I, the current I. Some part of the current will get flow from this one, and some part of the current will get flow from this particular value when this loop is going to be added. Okay, so here the reverse value will be get flow, and here the value will be get flow, and it will be considered to the negative voltage. So very first, when this resistor come into the action, here you will be getting the positive value and the negative value. Again here the positive value and the negative value, here the positive, negative, positive, negative, positive and negative. Here the negative value is there. So here when the loop has been get occurred, the negative value, here if the current is going to be entered, then here you will be obtaining the positive, negative, then here the positive, negative and rest, again it reaches to the negative value. But as soon as this loop is going to be get considered positive to negative, here the positive value and the negative value, again this positive and negative value will be get flowed across this particular loop. So in this particular format, you may say that the algebraic sum of that particular voltage, the algebraic sum of that particular voltage is equal to the value of the 0. Whatever the IR drop is occurred, it is 0. So the summation of EMF plus summation of IR drop is equal to 0. So at last you have to write down this equation so that this definition is going to be satisfied. Because here the voltages has to be get considered, it is get considered as a EMF source, and whatever the resistance and the current, from the resistance the current is going to be flow, that is the IR drop, and that IR drop is nothing but the voltage drop across that particular resistance. So you will be getting the IR drop, and that is whole equal to 0. Ultimately, when you are able to solve this equation, you are getting the value, and that value we have to note down. Okay. Now today we are going to solve the different problems for the KCL and KVL. Consider first problem. The first problem related to KCL and KVL. Suppose you have this one voltage source with a resistor, and in the another loop you have again the voltage source with a resistor. It has been separated with a one resistor like this. It is having a 4 volt, that is V1 is equal to 4 volt, V2 is equal to 3 volt. In between the resistor is there, it is having the value 8 ohms, the first 4 ohms and the second resistor with the 4 ohms. Suppose this is the problem given to you. You have to solve by using the KCL or KVL. And what you have to find out? You have to find out the values for different current. Current is equal to what? Means here now there is a 2 loop. You have to find out the 2 value of the current, that is I1 and I2. How much value? 1 I1 loop, that is the first number loop. The second number loop I2, what will be the value? We have to solve by using the KCL and KVL. Okay. So very firstly you have to observe very carefully the circuit, and observing the circuit you very first have to mark the positive and the negative value. Okay, so after the problem you have to write down the answer here and then redraw the circuit. After redrawing the circuit, you have to mark the positive value and negative value where the current is going to be flow. Okay, now here from high to lower we are going to mark. Here the positive, here the negative value is being formed. So I have considered the loop like this. Okay, this is the loop for the first number, that is I1 I have considered, Then from this one, positive to negative, the second loop which I have considered, again it is in opposite direction. I have chosen like this. So in a loop number 1, consider, you have to write down, consider loop 1. Okay students, now in this particular loop you have this 4 ohms resistor and the 8 ohms resistor in a first loop you are going to observe. While observing this one, what you have to do, you have to mark the positive and negative value in such a way that you will be getting the algebraic equation. Okay, so I have marked here the positive and negative value. Here, for considering the first loop, again the positive value and the negative value I have marked for the one resistor which is in between the two loop, that is 8 ohms, and again the last resistor here, the negative to positive, and then again the negative value comes back to the negative of the voltage. So in this way I have marked the first value. Then I will write the equation. This is the 4, means we have considered this one value. So the first value it is a 4 volt. Then the ending point of the resistor, the positive to end, where it completes, you have to mark the value, that is minus 8. What is the first loop name? That is I1. But unfortunately from this particular current, the second loop current is also going to be flow, which we have to mark here the positive to negative, the value which is being occurred, that is I1 plus I2. Okay, minus, here the minus value has been assigned to the next terminal, to the 4I1 is equal to 0. Now you rearrange the term. It is 4 minus 8I1 minus 8I2 minus 4I1 is equal to 0. Here 8 and 4, the common, I1 and I1 value is common. So this value and this value will be get added. So here 4 minus 12 I1 minus 8 I2 is equal to 0. Rearrange it. Minus 12 I1 minus 8 I2 is equal to minus 4. So therefore 12 I1 plus 8 I2 is equal to 4. This is the equation which you have got. Now this equation you observe very carefully. Either it is multiplied or either it is divided. You divide it. Okay. So the value will be get less. Okay. So the 4 divided by 12, you will be getting the value, that is 3I1. 4 to the 8 means plus 2I2. We have divided with the 4, and that's the 4 by 4 is 1. So you have got the equation number first. Okay. So this is the equation number first for the loop number 1. Okay. Now we have to consider the second number loop. Again, the voltage which you are going to be considered, that is from higher positive to, again we are going to the negative value. So what is the voltage for the second? It is a 3 volt. So just write down, consider loop second. Loop second, we have to find out the current. Okay, second number current. Okay. Now we have considered this one second number loop, the voltage which is get flowed, that is a 3, and here again the positive to negative we have marked. Here the positive to negative value we are marking. So minus 8. Now which is the loop which occurred? The first number loop, that is I2. So in bracket I2, here the second number also current is going to be flow. So that's why I2 plus I1 you will be getting. Then what will be the third value? Here the positive and here the negative. So the minus 4 I2 is equal to 0. Okay students. Now you solve it. Here 3 minus 8 I2 minus 8 I1 minus 4 I2 is equal to 0. This I2 and this I2, and this we have to arrange the value. So minus 8 I1, 8 and 4, minus 12 I2 is equal to minus 3. Here minus minus will get cancelled and you will be getting the value 8 I1 plus 12 I2 is equal to 3. It is the loop number second, means the equation number second we have got for the loop number second. Now this equation and this equation you have got. Okay, simply the algebraic equation you have got. Now from this particular equation and from this particular equation you have to mark the value in such a way that you will be obtaining the value of I1 and I2. Consider the loop number 1. What you have got? The loop number 1, 3I1 plus 2I2 is equal to 1. The second number loop you have got, second number loop, that is 8I1 plus 12I2 is equal to 3. It is a second number loop. Okay. Now for solving the algebraic equation, one value of the current should be equal. So for getting equal, you observe which is the value should be get cut. Okay. So here multiply equation number 1 by 6. Okay, so that one value will be get cut and you will be getting the another value. So here if you have multiplied this one with a 6, you will be getting the value 18I1 plus 12I2 is equal to 6. That is, you consider the equation number 3rd. Okay, now it is very much simple for you to understand that you have to subtract the equation number from 3 to 2. So just write down subtract equation 3 minus equation 2. So you will be getting 18I1 plus 12I2 is equal to 6, and this one 8I1 plus 12I2 is equal to 3. Minus, minus and minus. Here the value will be get cancelled. So only the I1 value, this is 18 minus 8, it is 10I1 is equal to 6 minus 3, it is 3. Okay, now it is very much simple, students. 10I1 is equal to 3. Therefore, I1 is equal to 3 by 10. What will be the answer you will be getting? I1 is equal to 0.3 ampere. So in a bracket you just mark out. Okay, in your examination also you have to mark the block here like this, so that this answer will be get highlighted. Okay students, now you have got the I1 value. Now what is their aim? You have to find out the second, that is I2 current. So you have the first number equation, second number equation and the third number equation. From any three equation you just put the value for I1 is equal to 0.3 and see what happens. Okay, so I will write down here, put I1 is equal to 0.3 ampere in equation, any one equation. I will put the equation in a first number equation, in equation 1. Okay, I1 is equal to 0.3. So you have that equation 3I1 plus 2I2 is equal to 1. You have to put this 0.3 in this equation. So 3 into 0.3 plus 2I2 is equal to 1. 0.3 multiplied by 3, it is 0.9 plus 2I2 is equal to 1. Just you would make change that number. 2I2 is equal to 1 minus 0.9. You will be getting here 0.1. Okay, means here whenever you are getting this particular 1 with a minus 1, you have this value 2I2. Therefore I2 is equal to 0.1 divided by 2. What you will be getting? You are obtaining the value, that is 0.05 ampere. Again you mark here I2, you have got like this. Okay, so it must be get highlighted. After getting highlighted, the value or whatever may the paper checker, your teacher should be able to understand that this is the value for the loop I2, this is the value for the loop I1, means the first number loop and the second number loop. Okay, this is the way for solving the various KCL and KVL problems. Okay, the second problem we have to solve. Consider the second number problem like this. With a different value we are going to solve. Here there is a one voltage source which is having a 10 volt, one resistor that is 8 ohms. Here the next voltage source with a 5 volt and the 2 ohms. In between the resistor there is a 3 ohms. Like this is the problem. What you have to find out? You have to find out the current. Now in this example you have to find out the current, that is I1 is equal to what, I2 is equal to what, and I3 is equal to what. These are the three currents which you have to find out from the circuit. Okay students, now again this is the problem which is given to you, and in your text what you have to write down, again you have to redraw the circuit. After redrawing the circuit, what is the first step? The first step, you have to mark the positive and the negative value. Okay, so for marking the positive and the negative value, it will be the solution. Consider the first loop, the positive and the negative value. Here again the positive, negative, again the positive and the negative. Lastly the negative value it arises. Consider the loop, that is a current which is flowing, that is in a loop, that is I1. In a loop the current that is flowing, that is I2. Here again the positive value and negative value, the positive to negative and then again the positive to negative. Okay, in this way the first marking you have to do, and then you have to consider the loop number 1. Okay, consider loop 1. You have to find out the loop 1 equation. You will get one quadratic equation. Okay, so very first the 10 volt, the plus, we are going like this, we will mark the position like this. Okay, so the 10 volt, then the next last point of the resistor, it is -3, but how much current is going to be flow from this 3 ohms resistor? The two current, that is I1 and I2. So here that is I1 plus I2. Next the third number resistor, just you mark the last number point, that is -8, I1 is equal to 0. Now you rearrange the term, you will get this one value, 10 minus 3 I1 minus 3 I2 minus 8 I1 is equal to 0. This 3 and this 8 means minus 11 I1 minus 3 I2 minus 10. 11 I1 plus 3 I2 is equal to 10. It is the equation number 1. Okay, you have got the equation number 1 like this. Then consider loop number 2. Okay, this one is the loop which you have to consider. So again we will go by this particular loop. We will go to the simplest way. Why to go to the hard way? Only from this, the simplest way, that is 5. Then this resistor, both the current is going to be flow from this resistor, and that's why we have marked -3 I2 plus I1. Okay, I2 plus I1. Then comes a third number resistor, that is -2. -2 I2 is equal to 0. Okay, here again you solve it. 5, 3 I2 minus 3 I1 minus 2 I2 is equal to 0. This I2 and this I2 minus 3 I1 minus 5 I2 is equal to -5. Therefore 3 I1 plus 5 I2 is equal to 5. It is loop number 2. Okay, so this is the first equation, this is the second equation, and in the very first problem I told you, you have to mark, you have to take a common value. Okay, for making the common value, consider loop number 1 and loop number 2. Now what you have to do, just multiply equation number 1 by 5 and equation 2 by 3. You will get another two equations, and then you are able to find out the value for the current. Okay, so if you multiply the equation number 1 by 5, what you will be getting? You will be obtaining 55 I1 plus 15 I2 is equal to 50. It is equation number 3rd. Okay, then the equation number 2nd. Equation number 2nd is this one. What you have to do? You have to multiply with the 3. So 3 3s are 9. 9 I1 plus 15 I2 is equal to 15. It is equation number 4. Simple. Now what you have to do? You have to subtract equation 3 minus 4. Equation number 3rd from equation number 4. Okay. Equation number 4. So again you rewrite this one. 55 I1 plus 15 I2 is equal to 50. 9 I1 plus 15 I2 is equal to 50. Minus, minus and minus. Okay. So the 55 minus 9, what you will be getting? You are obtaining the 46 I1. It will get cancelled. And 50 minus 15, you will be getting a 35. Okay. So 46 I1 is equal to 35. Therefore, I1 is equal to 35 by 46. You will be obtaining the value, that is 0.76 ampere. Again, you make a box so that it should be get highlighted. Okay, this one is the value for the I1. Now, what you have to do? You have to put this value either in the equation 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, I have put this equation in the equation number 1. This value in the equation number 1. What is the value? That is 0.76 I have got. So what is the equation number 1? It is 11 I1 plus 3 I2 is equal to 10. Okay, this was the equation number 1. Put this value, you have to write down. Put I1 is equal to 0.76 in above equation number 1. So 11 multiplied by 0.76 plus 3 I2 is equal to 10. So 11 multiplied by 0.76, you will be getting the value, that is 8.36 plus 3 I2 is equal to 10. 3 I2 is equal to 10 minus 8.36. You will be getting, that is 1.64. 3 I2 is equal to 1.64 divided by 3. Okay, this you have to take here, and at the last you will be obtaining the value, that is I2 is equal to 1.64 divided by 3. It is 0.56 ampere. Okay, you just highlight this value like this. This one I1 value you have got, I2 value you have got. Now what is asked? You have to find out the I3 value also. Okay, so at the end, what you have to do? At the end, that is I3 is equal to, you know that the addition you will be getting I1 plus I2. Okay, so I3 is equal to I1 plus I2. I1 value it is 0.76, I2 value it is 0.56. So after addition, you will be obtaining the value, that is 1.33 ampere. Okay, 32 ampere, sorry, it is 1.32 ampere. Here the 12, then 13 and then 1. So in this way you will be obtaining I1 value, I2 value and the I3 value. So this problem you have to solve like this. There are the various problems. You may try yourself also.